Told you. Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
Shane.
We are back with The Rings of Power, Season 2, Episode 5. Now, do you remember what happened last time?
I remember I got to meet a character that I grew up hearing about from you and other people in our friend group. Tom Bombadil. Bombadil. That it was interesting meeting him, and then you explaining to me kind of like he's almost like a god figure in this world. And
I mean, he's more, I don't know if you call him a god figure. I mean, some people have,
or he's parallel at least.
Some people have theorized that he is the god of this world that's just kind of taken human form.
Okay,
more or
he's
less.
like Jesus,
because he's not as tall as a human, but he's not as short as a dwarf. Is how he's described.
Okay,
and he's very jolly. He's like Santa Claus with brown hair.
But Galadriel and Elrond and all that stuff with the music, I just thought was fantastic. That's when I think of the magic of those movies in that world that made me so much more interested in the world. I think of those Peter Jackson movies. I feel that in the show, not as much, but every once in a while. And I definitely felt it in this last episode.
And the fight at the end of the episode, you mean?
That and the Ents. Like the stuff with the Ents.
Yeah,
to me,
the Ents, the Arondir and Isildur.
Yeah, the Ent stuff was like so cool to me. I don't know why, I loved it.
Well, it was cool.
Guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, check out the full-length version of our reaction on our Patreon. Just click on the link below. Make sure you tune back here for our discussion. Let's jump in. No, those look cooler than the elf ones.
Oh, hell yeah. They're like very masculine.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, they're pretty fucking cool looking.
Well, thus far, on every effort to zone you make the mountain more unstable.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is he accepted back in the fellowship? Or is he just down here digging like a laborer?
Look here. That's a foundation wall. Take it down.
Are you explaining Delvecraft to me? Father. Axe!
In this case.
Yeah, they wouldn't like the comparison, probably, would they?
No, done.
Hey, shift's over! Go!
I don't know if the king just wants to be... I think he expects everyone else to... Hey, you know what I mean?
I told you.
Fucking listen.
Tea.
Here. Here. In Kazakh Doom, we are free of its tyranny.
But you're not.
We bring the sun to us. It is daybreak once more in our mountain.
And today, we embark upon a new dream.
Don't touch me.
Behold! The doors of Durin.
Remember those?
No.
For the Mines of Moria? In Fellowship of the Ring, when they're trying to get in, and Gandalf can't remember the password.
Oh, yeah.
Guarded by a password known only
That's pretty cool. Is it looks the same?
to friends.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Elves and dwarves.
Why wouldn't the king... I'm sorry, King Durin. Why wouldn't King Durin be there?
Too much?
Just take my representatives and just go.
I wish there's different kings.
You to keep it short. I find it difficult to stay festive, and those most affected by Mordor's rise are still suffering.
It is a game you play, sowing seeds in others' minds and then convincing them that the fruit is of their own thought.
This is a night for dwarves.
Come, we shall speak of men tomorrow.
Stop touching me.
Much of the misery of men is of their own making.
Have you ever been to Numenor?
No.
I fear Numenor more than any land in Middle-earth.
We cannot give rings to men. Whatever problems we might solve would be nothing against those we could create.
Yes. Men are capable of great frailty, but when the darkness falls, there are always some who rise forth. Eärendil, Tur, Beren, son of
I know these people.
Some of them. 2 at least.
We find men we can trust. The most noble, the purest of heart, from Numenor to Rhûn. With the 9 greatest mortal kingdoms.
9.
Shit, that's a lot.
Let us not, sir, tempt failure. My answer is no.
Very well.
All right, I'll make them.
I shall make the 9 myself.
Could he make them?
Why couldn't he? He's the one.
Why didn't he make the other ones?
Well,
He didn't have the knowledge. He didn't have the knowledge yet.
I don't know if that was necessarily the case, or he's just convincing him to take part in it. You know.
Yeah.
Celebrimbor might be one of the greatest craftsmen of this time, but Sauron, I think, is pretty fucking good. Probably better than him. So.
I have not.
Only the keenest eye can. And only from the peak of the Minotaur. I reckon the elves placed it there on purpose, so that every sunset serves as a reminder that our days must end, and theirs will not. Some things will be forever withheld from our grasp.
The age of men is upon us, Father. Let us take it. Let us build the Numenor you have always seen in your mind's eye.
When you were at her breast, your mother prophesied that you would come to ill ends. Impress me in the task that I'm about to place upon you, and I will tell you, fail to do so.
It was you who opened my heart again to the way of the faithful. We swore.
What did you see in the Palantir?
Nothing good.
Lost. Riding from the city to I know not where.
How much of the city
You did not
takes
see
up the
it.
island?
See what?
Perhaps it's changed.
What do you mean?
Yes. That Palantir has shown me only our island's downfall. But when you touched it, that vision was gone. Shane Addison's kingship is a part of that path, and so are you. You. No matter how hard they push, no matter what they try and take, you must not jeopardize Numenor's new destiny.
Anyone deemed loyal to the Queen Regent has been stripped of rank.
On whose authority?
On mine. Belzegar wanted the lot of you charged with treason.
And yet overthrowing a queen has earned you a promotion.
How dare you reduce my grief to petty ambition?
Mock that which is sacred.
Orfarazon is your king. Accept it, Father, I beg you. Walking a treacherous path.
And yours is made of seawater. Take care to keep your feet beneath you. It's a long way to the bottom.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Captain leaving deck!
Nobody's captain now.
Captain.
Valar protects you.
That's enough.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain.
That's enough!
Thank
you, Captain.
How do you think this ends? Silence!
Perhaps I can have you taken off the list. I'll speak to the king.
Oh, look at. He was like looking jealously.
I think you've made it clear enough who your friends are.
That's what she gets, man.
Yeah. Is it?
They're
Most noble High
running her out for
I
using
write
it.
this
Yeah.
letter to convey my... As requested, the forge is dark, and the workshop is empty.
That's a big ass
Precious
ankle.
calm has...
He looks up. He's lying.
Was he played by Lee Pace in the movies?
If we are to invade, we must leave now. Our enemy is in Mordor.
Take off at his weighted clothes like Piccolo and Goku.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
200 for
for a bloody rock.
It's a tuning crystal.
I'm the king's new law. For every coin spent, another goes to the crown.
The taxes?
Sir, this is for a wee girl's birthday next week. Spare a bit for her sake. Oh!
It's 150, man. Make a comment about why these people are getting bumped into it. You know what? I won't.
This is like when Obi-Wan was chasing young Leia. You figure with her
little Triforce emblems on a little.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
It's like 5 feet away. Well, I bet at some point we're gonna see the fucking Balrog or something. Damn it, the birthday present!
Some dark will threatens all our kingdoms. Rise together into a new age for our kind. Help of a power that'll change everything. 7 lords, and bound within each.
Of their, where they're at.
Yeah.
He's not king of all.
Power.
Is there one?
No, I don't believe so.
Power over rock. Power to shape the destinies of all dwarves forever. I can tell them that each of your realms may share in this bounty, but it comes with a price. There is gold right beneath us, but delving much deeper. Strike them, Guildmaster.
You took it off. You took it off? You said your hand was feeling heavy.
Something under the mines. Disa heard it herself. A nameless evil. Ancient and powerful. You mustn't dig.
You have your orders, Guildmaster.
Narvi, I beg you.
You have your orders.
He's got a great voice.
Yeah, he does. It's like disruption.
To give him
almost.
confidence that he's right. Because
We were casting a new design for a ring. Ildanio is attempting to resize it. Where is she?
What happened?
I was in a place like this, but shrouded. It was tall, and its skin was made of flames.
Balrog?
Sauron.
Oh.
Reeking of death, and I swore I saw its eyes. Piteous. I think it's been here among us all along.
You are with us now. What did you do differently?
We sought to fortify the alloy by adding more mithril.
No. If you'd wanted to do that, you should have...
So he's drawing him in. Too much of him won't be
saved us
present.
immeasurable hours of
You
toil.
know what I mean?
We would offer this one single word of counsel.
God damn, they're gonna interrupt
My
it.
lord,
You
Keller
should.
Brimbor.
Something about the rings.
I will see what he wants. No, I will go.
Now, they tell me he refuses to share the other rings unless the Dwarf Lords promise him half a share of their mines. Now, greed is not his way. Is it possible? The ring he's wearing.
No. Now, there simply cannot be a fault in your ring.
How much do you really know about this Arnatar?
What you saw, I did not wish for any of you to see until I had helped him to heal.
You speak of Lord Keller Brimbor.
The toll that creation has exacted from him in crafting the 3 and the 7 has left him diminished. Promise me you will speak to none other of it, including him.
I promise.
When the light caught your hair, for a moment you seemed her perfect likeness.
His likeness.
My Lady Galadriel's, of course.
Sweet talking her. Look at him.
Until we meet again in the far green country
under a swift sunrise.
These are the faithful.
Okay.
This shrine is condemned by order of the king. The king sends his apologies. How does it feel to have a daughter who's ashamed of you?
Zach?
He's a little piece of shit. Look at him. Told you.
But I'd be promoted to...
That might kill his ass.
Yeah.
Hold him.
May the Valar forgive me.
For what?
He would whip his fucking ass.
Yeah, he's a big son of a bitch.
Big trained soldier. That little fucker would not have a chance. This is complete bullshit.
Yeah, I just don't buy.
He wouldn't win. There's no fucking way.
Because that guy is just a soldier.
I know, and he's bigger than him. A lot bigger.
Way bigger.
He pull his sword out.
There we go. That's what I want to see.
Good. Good.
Put it down, son.
Did it kill him?
That's an order.
Oh, hey, I was wrong.
The other guys just kind of stood by.
Or that fucking piece of shit's gonna kill him.
You know, God damn it, dude.
Stabbed him in the back.
Like a sneak thief, Zach.
Look at him. But he's proud of himself.
Inform the jailer. He was the one who started the uprising.
I'm annoyed to the point of violence right now.
I know.
Or King Durin is misusing his ring and seeking to deflect blame. No! Just be mindful someone is not manipulating you.
You see daggers where there are none.
Did you, in some way, alter the dwarven rings, yes or no?
No. We did. And this time we brought deceit into the process.
Doing without the High Kings, though.
The letter.
No, that was...
You lied.
That's a great way to turn it.
He's trapping him, man.
Your High King. You must go to Lindon forthwith and confess the truth to your High King, or matters will worsen.
He would never permit me to forge anything again.
We plunge straight on.
Some devilry has gone into these rings.
I love that word too.
Yeah.
I am proud of you. I am proud of you. Your desire to partner with the elves has saved our kingdom.
Do you think he'll deny it?
I don't know. We're hearing that music, so nope.
Swear to me that you will never wear one of those rings.
I swear it.
He didn't even charge me anything.
Uncanny, in the heart of stone and ore. We must atone for our mistakes. In the only way we can, by completing the rings together.
Wouldn't it still be under the veil of deception?
To men, they must bring balance to the entire project.
Okay.
They must draw strength. They must redeem us all.
I mean, it's certainly not their fault.
It starts now.
It's kind of fucking harsh.
Well, he's starting to feel the pressure, man.
Your master may seem unreasonable. I'm certain.
I just feel guilty, man, for saying all that shit.
The orcs are not in Mordor. A legion of them are headed for Eregion. Galadriel was right. You must send the army to Eregion this moment.
I have reason to believe that Sauron is the architect of all this. Our armies cannot defeat both Adar and Sauron. Not alone.
And
inks of Gogos.
I like that one quite a bit.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I didn't actually take a lot of notes, but a lot of bullshit in Numenor.
Yeah, there is. It's a very captivating drama, but I think it's because I'm so angry.
We have a genuine hatred for just shitty little men.
Shitty, snoring men.
Yeah. But we had, presumably, a Balrog. Which
Yeah.
the only thing, to me, it can be, that is awoken beneath Khazad Doom.
So is that something in the lore? There's a Balrog beneath Khazad Doom. I didn't remember it from the first movie.
Okay,
Like I just knew they were in a cave.
Yeah, the
but
Mines
they
of
went in
Moria.
from the ground. Oh, Mines of Moria. Yeah.
Yeah. That, where they went in from the ground,
Yeah.
is that gate they revealed in this episode.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
The doors of Durin?
Yeah.
Where they said that, open
That's
all
pretty
the
cool.
friends.
Actually,
Okay.
I like that quite a bit.
Yes.
That's a good tie-in.
So
Our editor said that there was someone from the Silmarillion that he really liked that they mentioned, and I was waiting for a name that I didn't recognize, but I realized I don't recognize many names.
Those are the men. If anything, I know they're from the Silmarillion.
Okay.
The men that they bring up about the great men of old.
Oh, yeah. I was
'cause
asking
you
you.
have the Lay of Luthien, which is like Baron and Luthien. Baron was the man that fell in love with the elf maiden.
Okay.
Luthien.
There's some great lines in this, too.
Mine was, yours are in seawater.
Yeah.
It's a long way down.
Yeah.
It's just a really cool.
Yeah, dude, just shame on her.
I know.
And like,
Very foolish of her.
Like, I can get you reinstated. Like, I get one to help your friend, but dude, you're just kind of dishonoring what your brother stood for a little bit.
Yeah.
And your brother probably wouldn't like what you're doing, and he ain't fucking dead.
Yeah, you threw him at the
I
wrong
want to come back here and kill that fucking dude, that guy's son.
And
I thought it was just great.
What was the most engaging? You want to say about how that compares to the actual lore?
Mhm.
The how he's handling things in Eregion right now
Mhm.
with Celebrimbor.
Yeah.
I think it's decently done.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of cool to for her to have experienced that realm.
Yeah.
And seeing things, because that's when Frodo wears the ring.
Yeah.
Where he can see the nine.
So did she see it when did she put it on to try it or something? Because she was resizing it. You said he could possibly be a master forger on a level higher than Celebrimbor.
Well, I'm very sure he is. He obviously has to be, but because he creates the One Ring.
So he does create that. It wasn't.
Yeah, he creates the One Ring. He does it in secret.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he goes to Mount Doom and creates it there.
I'm actually really captivated by what's going to happen now to Elendil.
Elendil, yes.
Just you see in the world when these men are you kind of have these shifting administrations, and like those people are now they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like people who were once loyal are now fucking traitors.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Traitors to the state. It's just crazy.
I don't want to tell you everything that happens. I'm assuming you might have guessed it already, or
well, no, I mean
we're given hints when the
you
Queen
did-
looked into the Palantir.
Yeah, like the floods or something. But you told me that
It's based off a certain legend.
The king.
Of an island flooding.
What's the king's name now?
Ar-Pharazôn.
For one thing, that's kind of a little name, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But you said he's like the mightiest king in the history of Numenor, right?
Of mankind, yeah.
Okay. Dude, I'm
So
fucking liking it. I mean, this is the shit that makes you really want to read the books one day. Like, I think it's really cool. That's those first two episodes to me are still, that might be my favorite, but the Numenor stuff to me is better than anything I've seen in the first two seasons. Was this episode? I do kind of miss seeing, oh yeah, and we also Galadriel, the idea of
or Nadar.
Yeah, I like everything. I mean, I always love Prince and King Durin stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I want to see where that's going. I want to see the revelation of the.
I think it's just so funny.
Balrog
He went there to convince his dad, and then he just joined him. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, he may not have necessarily joined him, but he just kind of accepted it. But I don't know if he's really accepted.
Well, I think he can do more good as the prince.
I don't know. Right now, he's not.
Well, what I'm saying is like if
Influence?
you ever want to train, if he ever wants to try to stop the king, then he's in a better position to do it now.
Yeah.
Now that they're back in fellowship. I didn't read the books. I really love the movies. It's funny because I love them, but I haven't seen them a lot. I've only seen them a couple times. But every time because it's such like a big, huge fucking journey.
Yeah.
When I watch one, I gotta watch the next. And And so yeah. But I mean, I think this is tonally.
It's just what you
for all the good things and the flaws that you tell me about. I feel like this tonally can go into.
Well, I'm not going to let it go without reminding it of its flaws. I mean, It doesn't mean that it's not worth your time to at least watch it once.
Yeah.
But my thing is just like I want that character to be the person that ends up being this power.
Yeah.
That everybody fears, but right now it's just like they're telling me they're afraid of it, but I'm not convinced that they're afraid. Like, why would you be afraid of him? He's not.
Yeah, I guess if you don't know, if you're like my kids and they don't know who Sauron is,
yeah,
I feel like when you watch it and you become,
you just know he's the bad guy.
Yeah, like, why is he lying? I thought he was going to, like Leon's like, I thought he was going to be with Galadriel. Like, what's he doing? So like for her, when she gets to the point where she watches the movies,
yeah,
or like he gets to the point where he's not just this fair being lying to people. He has to do some kind of display of strength eventually, and I feel like that's. If they do that right, that could be really cool.
And that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of hoping that we'll get some good shit then. Like, that's my gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah.
All right, that's my pot of gold. I want to see that.
Yeah.
And
but if like, I mean, I agree.
That's what I'm looking for.
But if like for some reason the show got canceled, I hope it doesn't. And then like I watch the movies one day, I'll think back on this. Go, he was once just this kind of guy manipulating everybody until I was be telling my kids until.
Well, he realized that he
fooled
can't,
the world.
He realized that he can't conquer by force alone.
Yeah.
So he had to do something different, and so he came up with this strategy.
Yeah. So.
And the strategy, it did, came close to paying off.
It came close, yeah. But you also united the whole world against him. How long is the war in the books? Like I know they just like in the movie, they don't show you like the 30 or 40 years that Gandalf comes back to the Shire.
No.
But like,
there's a very,
in
very
this,
big time.
in this, I imagine when you were reading the books, you thought this was taking place over decades.
And it did, because our Farazon doesn't come along for like quite some time.
Yeah.
So
maybe we are seeing. Maybe it is decades. We're just seeing this version of it.
Yeah, I mean they're doing what they have to do for a show.
Yeah.
So not even in an episodic form can you get a perfected version of some things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like even though it should have been a series and you have more time to flesh it out. I'm sorry, there's not enough time to flesh this out.
I know they gotta obviously appeal to a bunch of different groups of people.
Yeah.
So they're appealing to me. I like it. And it makes me want to read the books. That's what I like about it too.
Well, that's good.
So and that's
like I said, I've said it before about other adaptations. You're never going to be able to take away the books from anybody.
Yeah.
So, and even if they remade these movies, the Peter Jackson's films.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to take away those movies from you.
Yeah, I love those movies.
I know, but no one's going to take them away. If someone remade Star Wars, 15 years from now, or 30 years from now, or Jaws, it wouldn't matter. You still have what you love.
Yeah, I still got the first Parent Trap.